Hey guys, my name's Alberto, aka A Destroyer 48. If you're here for the Terrifier 3 2024 movie review, you're in the right place. I'm gonna go ahead and jump into it, except I want to ask you if you like my videos, please subscribe, like, and share, and comment if you like my videos. Alright, let's jump into it. This is my review of Terrifier 3. So it starts off with a regular family, two parents, two kids, boy and a girl. They're in their house on Christmas. You're gonna have one of the kids lingering around in the bottom downstairs, and they see the Christmas tree, and then of course Art the Clown's gonna appear. He's gonna he's gonna chop up both kids, and then he's gonna go to the parents' room, and the dad and the mom are just sleeping in the bed together. And Art the Clown just comes with an axe and starts chopping up the dad. Bah, 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 bah. And then the mom's like, ah! And then he just chops her up. And so he just kills that family. And then he goes, after he's done chopping them up, bloody murders, he goes downstairs to the table and he starts eating cookies. And then after he's done eating the cookies at the table, he goes to go wash the dishes. I'm like, okay. And it's gonna say after that 5 years prior, what means before, you know, I guess we're gonna start 5 years before. What's prior mean anyway? Oh, anyway, so now we're gonna be at a place where they get killed in part two, where they had chopped off. Sienna had chopped off Art the Clown's head. That's on place. And in part two, so now we're gonna a cop that's gonna be walking over there investigating, and then he's gonna. It's like he's walking downstairs or walking or somewhere, and then he gets to Art the Clown's headless body, and then the body comes alive, the headless body of Art the Clown, and he kills a cop, and then Art the Clown's headless body puts the cop's head on him, the cop's head on Art the Clown's body. And it's funny because the cop's is black, so it's a black head on Art the Clown. I'm like, okay. And then we're gonna have the. Now we're gonna be at an insane asylum where Victoria's at, and it looks like the clown is releasing Victoria. Remember, Victoria's the really disfigured face girl from part one. And of course, well, Chris Jericho's there. The pro wrestler. I'm like, okay. And he's playing one of the workers in the insane asylum, and of course he has to get punches in because I guess he's a wrestler. And I'm like, yeah, is that Chris Jericho? And he's fighting. I don't know. He's punching. He's battling Art the Clown, and Victoria's getting some punches in, but Art the Clown still kills him and tears up his face. Cheers, Jericho. I'm like, okay, I guess. Kind of took me out of the loop and took me out of the movie for a while. Kind of took me out of Terrifier 3. So, Art the Clown and Victoria end up getting out of the insane asylum, finding their way out, killing Chris Jericho. Then we're gonna have Sienna from part two. The girl from that survived part two, Sienna. She's gonna be at a hospital. It looks like a regular hospital. I don't know if it's a mental hospital or a regular hospital. It looks like a real hospital to me. And she's gonna be picked up by her uncle that's driving the truck, and he's gonna take her to reunite at their house where Sienna's gonna meet her aunt and reunite with her little girl cousin named Gabby. um, Sienna's trying to adjust to life. At one point, they're eating at the family kitchen table or dining table, and Sienna sees her dead friend Brooke that's sitting on the other side of the table. And Brooke is in the illusion. Brooke's like all bloody and saying, "Why didn't you help me or save me from Art the Clown? You helped kill me or something like that." And Sienna's like, "Can I be excused?" She's all afraid. And then her uncle tells her, the aunt, like, "Well, I told you she's a threat. She's not mentally stable. And what if she does something to her daughter, Gab, that." After that, we're gonna have Art the Clown and Victoria. They're gonna settle down at this house, this old house, and it looks like Sienna's former house where she used to live with her mom before they killed the mom. So I think it's Sienna's old house. I'm not sure, but they're at an old house. Anyways, so we're gonna have we have Art the Clown, Victoria. They're nesting there, and we got the clown going to his room, and when he's not working on weapons, making weapons, just like part one, and we're making torture devices. He gets in a rocking chair, starts rocking up and down, up and down. We're gonna have two city workers end up going over there, and it looks like they're gonna inspect the place. They split up. Oh, good move. Oh, by the way, when Art the Clown's not he's rocking his chair, making torture devices. We got Victoria should go in the bathtub and start slicing her forearms up. Well, anyways, we got the city workers are splitting up, like I was saying. We got the city worker that ends up going up to Victoria's room. He runs into Victoria, and Victoria slashes his throat. And then the city worker that goes with Art the Clown to Art the Clown's room, Art throws him against the wall. The guy goes sideways twice. Yeah, or I guess Art's pretty strong. I know he's tall. I guess he's strong because he's throwing this city worker around. And then Art does a city worker a favor, gets a knife, jabs it into his forehead, and then splits his face. Oh, okay. So I guess Art the Clown and Victoria don't like visitors around. Um, then we're gonna get to the college. We're gonna go to college where Jonathan's at. Jonathan's a little brother Sienna from Terrifier 2. He's ended up going to his dorm room where he shares a room with this guy named Colt. I thought the guy's name was Colt, but they says its name is Cole. I'm like, okay, whatever. And Cole is making out with a girl, and her name's Mia. And Jonathan's like, my mistake. And like Cole's like, no. Mia goes to Jonathan, like, hey, I know you. You're the guy from the past murders. You're one of the survivors. You're that kid. And he's like, yeah. He's like, so. And Mia's like, she's like, I have this criminal podcast or something like that, or live stream podcast, whatever. And she goes, I'd like to have you on my show. And he's like, oh, I don't know. He's like, come on, please. And he's like, I'll think about it. And then Mia goes to Cole's like, why wouldn't he want to do my show? And then Cole's like, well, he's been through a traumatizing experience through a murdering clown and all that. So we got that. Then we got there's a tavern / bar. Looks more like a tavern to me. It's dark and all that inside. And got these two. We got these two guys drinking, but one of them is dressed as Santa Claus, and then we got the bartender. There's only 3 people in there. There's 3 men. Art the Clown's like this, like, yippee, yay. I mean, he doesn't say that, but he's like, he doesn't talk, but like, And then Santa's like, "Oh, you're excited to see me? Okay, come over here." So Art goes to hang out with him. And then the guy dressed as Santa Claus goes, "I'm gonna buy you a drink." And I was like, Art's like, "Yeah, okay." And then the bartender's like, "Oh, wait a second, you guys, um, he needs ID. I'm not gonna lose my license. I don't know who he is, whatever." And then Art goes into his bag. He takes out this license, and it's the license and the wallet, the license and the wallet, and it's of the city employee. And it's funny because the city employee has a big, like a round head. Art the Clown's head is like kind of like mine, like more like oval, like long. The bartender's like, "Whatever, okay, you could drink." So the guy in the Santa suit buys him a drink. It's a shot. I don't know, vodka or something, some kind of alcohol. Art the Clown, he chugs it, but then he turns to the. Of course, you know what's gonna happen. He turns to the guy in the Santa suit. He spits it in his face, and the guy's like, "What the hell?" And then the clown gets on it, sits on his lap like a kid, and then he starts peeing on the Santa Claus, and like, "Whoa, get off me!" Like, what's wrong with you? And then somebody says, "Well, this guy buys you a drink and you're gonna spit in his face and then pee on him. What's wrong with you?" And they look like they're really mad at Art. And then Art takes out a gun. He gets kind of far away and he takes out a gun, and he shoots the bartender and the friend, shooting one of them in between the eyes. And then the Santa Claus is like, "Ooh." The guy just has like, "Ooh." And then Art ties them up to a chair, and then he takes out his fire extinguisher, a weapon he's been using, which I don't understand because he just fires a. I think he would rig it to shoot fire or something. No, it just shoots the same old white stuff to take out fires. So he sprays it all over. Oh, it's been battle tested, by the way, because at the house, Art had tested on a rat. He froze a rat with the extinguisher and he hit it with a hammer and broke it in front of Victoria, which she thought it was funny. And so Art the Clown, he uses the fire extinguisher on the Santa Claus, getting him all cold and everything, and into his face, and then Art the Clown just breaks his face with a hammer. It breaks his face. You see the eyes of skull, and then killing him. And then the clown gets like a carrot from a Frosty the Snowman they had somewhere there, and he puts the carrot on the nose on the dead guy playing Santa Claus. Pretty funny stuff. Um, then we're gonna have Art the Clown. He ends up going to the mall, and he and Sienna's there. And but I don't understand this part because Art the Clown's walking, but he has like a human Santa face. And then Victoria's like, "There he is, there he is. I know it's him. I know it's Art the Clown." I'm like, "How do you know it's not? Yeah, the Santa Claus is tall. It has the figure, but to me, it's like you would have to see the face to see it's him. But he has a Santa Claus face. It looks human mask. You can't tell it's him. That's the part I don't understand. I don't know if she just noticed the way he walks or what. It's him, and she's buying a present for Gabby, by the way. So, um, I think that's when Tiana leaves because she doesn't. She knows. I think she doesn't. She knows she leaves because she doesn't have enough evidence of Tim, whatever, and maybe she's still traumatized with her friend. She doesn't confront him. But what I will tell you is that the clown, he's gonna go where there's kids where Santa Claus is. The guy playing Santa Claus is. But the guy playing Santa Claus, I think he goes on a break, so the throne is open. Santa's chair is open, and so so the clown, Art the clown, sits on the chair, and then the kid starts sitting on his lap and stuff like that. And then he takes out a bag, and the bag has toys in it and presents in it, or presents, and the kids open the toys. But and then the Santa that plays there, he says, "Hey, who's that?" And he calls security. Security, get him out of my chair. So they kick Art the clown out of the mall. I don't know if I tell you, it is a mall. They have the Santa Claus and everything. So they kick Art the clown out of the mall, and then the kid opens a present, and boom, and it's a bomb, and it kills a lot of explosion, and it kills a lot of kids, and probably some parents. And I'm like, wow. We opened a present, it was a bomb. Then we got back at Sienna's aunt and uncle's house. Um, the uncle sees the on the TV. Hey, there was a bomb at the there was a bomb at the mall. A lot of people died, and Sienna's like, I know it's him. I know it's him. And then her uncle's like, calm down. We don't know for sure. And then she goes, call Jonathan. Call Jonathan. And the uncle calls Jonathan. And then Sienna wants to talk to Jonathan and warn Jonathan, like, she thinks Art the Clown's around. Clowning around. Clowns around, get it? And then Sienna's like, pick up Jonathan, please. And he's like, okay, I'll go pick up Jonathan. So the uncle's gonna go pick up Jonathan. But they're like telling Sienna, the aunt and uncle, like, but you have to put on your medication. They give her a medication, she passes out with the medication. Um, so then we got a part. We're gonna go back to Cole and Mia. Mia's telling Cole, like, hey, I really like Art the Clown, and I want to see how he smells, stinks, or whatever, and I want to know everything about him. Art the Clown's over there, and he's like hiding behind the door, and he's kind of like doing gestures, like, oh, like, like, you're making me blush because he can't talk. And Mia, she seduces Cole, like, oh, come on, get Jonathan to do the interview, and I'll do anything for you, and seduces him. And then they're gonna start having sex, and they're gonna have sex in the shower. I guess the college shower, and oh, they're lucky nobody's there, so they're having standing sex in the shower. And then you have Art the Clown. He's peeing in the he's peeing in a urinal. I'm like, I know he's a demon from part 2 and part 1. There's evidence he's a demon, so I know demons know how to pee. So okay, he finishes peeing and he goes to wash his hands like a regular human. I was like, okay, whatever, Art, whatever, guy, whatever, my guy. And then so we still have Mia and Cole having sex in the shower, having standing sex in the shower. I guess Art finds a chainsaw somewhere. He gets the chainsaw and he starts cutting up uh he starts cutting up Cole, like, he cuts him up a little bit, and then he gets to Mia more, and then Cole's like, they're all screaming, and of course Cole, Mia's not gonna be able to scream so much because she's getting cut up really bad. She's getting up more cut than Cole. I think, I know Art, he cut Cole, and then Cole like backed off some because he's hurt from the cut, and then he got Mia cornered in the shower, and it's cutting up Mia real bad. And then after he's done with Mia, he goes to Cole and starts chopping him up with a chainsaw. And and then Cole is thrown to the floor, stomach first, and then and then and then Art puts the chainsaw in Cole's butt crack. And tears him in two. And then and then he gets Cole's leg. He cut off one of Cole's legs, and then he gets Cole's foot, and he smells it. He's like, ugh. And there's blood everywhere, of course, from Mia and Cole, and then Art the Clown. He gets on the floor and he does blood angels. Instead of snow angels, we have snow. He's doing blood angels. He gets on the floor and I'm like, okay. And then we got, that's it for that. And then our Sienna's uncle goes in the truck and is calling Jonathan, hey, come out. And Jonathan's like, okay, I'll be right out. Then we go back to Sienna's house, and Sienna's drugged up from the medication. She wakes up. She thinks she hears voices from her uncle and her aunt arguing about her downstairs like she's a nuisance. She goes down, and she sees that it's Art and Art and Art the Clown and Victoria are there. And I'm gonna go ahead and end it there because I said I was not gonna spoil the ending. It's a new movie. I don't like to spoil endings for you guys. So that was my review of Terrifier 3. I'll give you my comments about it. I really liked it. I really enjoyed it. Except what threw me off was Chris Jericho coming out. It takes me out of the loop. I don't know why he agreed to do this movie. If they would have had a lesser known actor play Chris Jericho's part, I think it would have been better. Because when I see well-known actors, it takes me out of the movie. It would have been better if he didn't come out. I forgot to mention one of the guys that came out at the mall was actually Sex Machine from Dusk Till Dawn, that guy. And that guy actually came out in the original Dawn of the Dead at the mall. He plays one of the bikers. I like his character. That one took me out of the loop too because I know him. But I'm not gonna take out points for it because you guys could probably see other actors I don't know that came out in other movies, whatever, and say the same thing. So I'm not gonna deduct for that, and I'm gonna be biased about the movie because I'm a big Terrifier fan, all three of them, and this one did as good as the other ones. I like gore and fast. Hey man, I have a missed family that ignores me and stuff like that. I don't have no friends, so I lost my my football career at age 14 and been struggling ever since. So what does that have to do with this? What it has to do with this is that it's made me strong to deal with these kind of movies because when I was younger, I would be afraid. I would be afraid to see these movies. But going through my hardships in life and all that, it's made me stronger. I'm older, so I could take gory movies. But I know some kids can actually take gory movies. But I was a scaredy cat when I was all the way from grade school till like 12 or whatever. I don't know. I was very afraid of scary movies, but hey, it makes you stronger. To me, because I was the only one laughing in the theater. There was two groups of people, a couple and three teenagers, and I was the only one laughing. I knew I was. People get scared, There's not too many people like me laughing at it. I'm used to scary movies. That's my thing. Anyways, forget. I'm gonna grade it as an A plus plus plus. Before I forget, I like the gore. I like the story. Well, the storyline was good, but there's gonna be magical stuff like part 2 and 3. There's no thing there. I got confused how they're gonna bring them up. There was a rule that I'm gonna bring up now. Something about you need a bridge to bring Art the Clown back or something like that. Like a murdering human, which would be Victoria, and then you're gonna see some other magical stuff that's gonna be at the end. I didn't let all the cat out of the bag. I just said a little bit, you know. But believe me, the ending, I'm not spoiling it for you because there's a lot that I didn't say. Um, so I hope you get to go see it. I do recommend, if you like gory movies, go watch it. If you don't, if you don't like gory movies, stay away from this movie because I've heard people vomit and stuff like that from part two or I don't know, part three, I don't know what. I didn't throw up. I left like nothing. I didn't even go scared home. I don't. I'm pretty sure there's a movie out there that scares me, but I haven't run into it. So I don't know. So that's my review of Terrifier 3. I hope you guys enjoyed my review. I'm gonna go into the review and say, I'm gonna leave you with this: the world will never be a perfect place, but we can all make it better. Till next time, my name's Alberto. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and comment. And I will see you guys in the next movie review. Bye. Take care.